morning everyone, it's Yvonne back to do your bonus reading. We might use the golden tarot here. We'll go with the theme this morning, gold tarot and black and gold tarot. This one is by Cat Black. So I've tried to leave the boxes here so you can see what I'm using here. So if you're really not sure, the boxes are here, so you can always just sort of have a look at them there. Because I do try to mention it every time, and some people do say, what deck are you using? And I think I might have missed saying it, it's possible. But I do try to acknowledge the creator. Okay, that's interesting. All right, I have the 3 of coins and the 5 of swords just hop out on me then. I feel like some of you are either contemplating or have walked away from something that you no longer want to put energy into. So there's a feeling here that perhaps you've been putting a lot of energy into something that's not reaching some sort of point where you're getting something back for what you're investing. So you may be putting a lot of energy into a relationship or a situation that is not bringing about results. And because of that, you are walking away. I feel like this is, it's like, even though you're walking away from this situation, it's not a situation you really do want to walk away from. But I fear here that it's like you can't put your energy into it any longer. It's probably creating a lot of confusion and stress here. So you're putting it aside. This is very much about using your male energy, your masculine energy, rather than your intuition. Oh, wow, okay. So somebody may be leaving you out in the cold. Somebody may not be responding. Somebody may be ignoring your efforts here because they're going through perhaps their own sadness, their own emptiness. They're being faced with their own demons here, and they're not responding. They're not putting in any energy into this situation here. And I feel here that you have had to walk away. Regardless of what you're feeling, regardless of what you're doing the sensible thing here with this more masculine energy. So your intuition may be tuned into this, and you may be realizing now that's not doing you any good, and you're making a conscious effort to move away from something. It looks as though, and it could be you as well, that you're feeling very sad, very left out in the cold by someone, but now refusing to put any more effort into the situation. Okay, we'll see if those cards come out in the reading, because they always do, or nearly always do. Okay, so we have the Magician coming out. Now, the Magician is the card of the Master Manifestor. This is a person who is able to bring into their world what they want. So they're very much working on what they want to have in their world. So this is, a time that you are really able to do this. You have everything you need. So perhaps you've reached a certain point in your evolution where you have realized now that you can do whatever you need to do. So maybe you're realizing the power of manifestation. Very nice. So we have the Strength card coming out behind that. So yes, this is really good because it's showing that somehow or another you have reached a point where you are really integrated into self. You're really understanding your own power here. You may have done a lot of internal work here to get to this point. Four of Swords, yep, been doing a lot of meditation, a lot of soul searching, a lot of going deep inside. But more often, this is about healing. So maybe you've gone through a period of healing that's led to this, but I love this energy because it's showing me that you have reached this pinnacle now of understanding about yourself and your own personal power. One more, and we have the Chariot. So the Chariot did make an appearance in the What's Cracking reading. So some of you are dealing with Cancer, but this is more about moving forward. Now in the Black and Gold Tarot, the Chariot is completely stuck. Here it's been pulled by a swan. So in every deck, the cards are different. This is why it interests me that Spirit always guides us to which tarot deck to use. What I want to say to you here, it just seems impossible that this person could come forward or move forward with just a swan. I'll just leave that one with you. But what I want to say here is that sometimes the powers that be work in ways that perhaps we don't understand or we don't see. But this person is being moved forward by something that seems impossible. So maybe you thought that this was an impossible thing, but someone is moving here. Someone is moving forward. Someone is waiting for their ships to come in. Maybe against insurmountable odds. Okay, very nice. All right, Queen of Wands coming out first. So the Queen of Wands is a card that represents Leo, Sag and Aries. I keep looking at my nails thinking I can't get them done anymore. So I'm going to have to go back to bare. I have terrible fingernails. That's why I have them overlaid for that reason. But let's get on to the Queen of Wands. So this is a person who's feeling very attractive. She's almost smug in this picture. She is very confident. She doesn't doubt herself. She knows she has everything it needs, everything it takes. But she is full of love and kindness and a lot of passion. So you could be feeling very, very passionate. We can see by the red in the card. But she's feeling very, very passionate here. She also has a little bit creepy hands. I don't know why I'm drawn to her hands today. They're a little bit creepy. Maybe this will ring true for you. I don't know. But there's something about this person's hands that are standing out today. We do have the Hermit card coming in next. So the Hermit is the card of Virgo. So you could be dealing with a Virgo or a fire sign. But this is a card of going deep inside, doing the work that is required of you. Sorry, I've got the giggles now and I can't stop laughing. Justice card coming through here. So we have some sort of karmic event taking place here. There's something karmic happening. And we have the Emperor. Oh, we have all major arcanas again. Woohoo! The Emperor, of course, represents the divine masculine if you're waiting on a twin flame. This twin flame has been, I think this twin flame or whoever you're dealing with here, whether they're an Aries, Libra, Taurus or a fire sign, I think the universe is throwing everything at me this morning. If you're seeing crows or ravens, it's probably because something is about to happen here. Strong Leo, strong Aries here. So perhaps someone has a lot of that in their chart. A lot of angel help here. So the universe is moving something forward. It's taking too long and the universe needs for people to be brought into union here. And it's taking too long for some people to wake up. Again, if you're seeing a lot of animal life that you haven't seen before, like me with my spiders everywhere, there appears to be a lot of underlying energy here. This is such a strong karmic event that this reading is very, very powerful here. Just with 4 cards, there's a lot of energy coming at me here. I feel like someone's had their back turned on their destiny and they've been refusing to understand or listen to what Spirit has been trying to bring through. They've been really closed down. But this time for them has meant that they've had time to go inwards, time to really understand. I think some of them are realizing how important the journey is rather than what has represented their life up until now. So people are having, people I'm talking about here are having this rotated view. I don't know when Spirit says sometimes what they mean by certain things, but it's almost like Spirit has turned their vision, their viewing, their ideas around to something different here, and I feel quite emotional. So I think this person's finally having the realization of their greater purpose rather than their day-to-day stuff. So maybe this person has been closed down emotionally, their heart's been closed, they've been going through the motions on a day-to-day basis, but somehow or another this introspection here has given them the ability to see that there is a greater purpose, a greater meaning to their life than what they had before. Okay, so I have the Queen of Swords coming out here. Ooh, okay, that's beautiful. And the Fool. So we have another major arcana. This person's ready to take a leap of faith here. And we have the Sun. So we're talking all major arcana again. So out of 7 cards, I have 5 major arcana. This is big. This person has had some sort of rebirth. And they're about to take aim on their life here and make changes in their life to accommodate what they see now. Look how focused this person is. Completely focused on this sword. So they're able to see now with absolute clarity. They're not holding back anymore, and he's looking straight at the Fool card here. So there's definitely this leap about to come. Someone has seen something greater here with the Sun. Okay, let's just keep going. Oh my goodness, and I have the Moon. And I have Temperance. I've not seen anything like this in one of these readings for a very long time. And then we have the Lovers. Okay. Powerful, powerful reading here. So just bear with me for a moment. This one's a big one. The Magician as well. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 major arcanas here. 10 major arcanas. 4 of Swords and the Chariot. There's another one. So that's how many major arcanas are in this reading. So there are 3 just in the mini read here. Okay, someone is moving forward now. There is a definite, this person may not have been talking to you here, because I just saw the 7 of Swords just peek out, and that always says to me someone's not been talking. Someone's been trying to get away with not talking to you. Oh, energy, energy, energy. I have to take a bit of a breath too, because this one's very, very powerful, even for me. This person ultimately has finally worked it out. They've made a choice. They are ready to take a leap of faith here. I wish I could sort of move my camera. I wish I had better equipment. I wish I had someone who could set me up like that. Maybe when this is all done, I can get a proper setup done. Someone has been hiding. Someone has been hiding from their destiny. They have been in denial about a union or in denial about a person. And they've been able to bring this into balance now. So something has changed here. There is a feeling that this person has finally, look, if you look at these, well, this is why the Spirit gives me these cards, look. Okay, this person has had some sort of awakening and they're now seeing clarity. That was pointing towards the Fool card. And then if you have a look at the Fool, look at her looking at the Sun. So someone's had a huge realization here. It's huge. This isn't something that's just sort of, you know, bumped past them during the course of a day. This is a real, like a sudden awakening, a sudden realization. I feel that they've been hiding away here, hiding behind an image or a mask or what has been needed of them. I do think here, though, that they have recognized their own personal power, which is really awesome. So this isn't just about the journey. This person's realized the power they have in order to make this decision. The universe somehow here has given them an almighty nudge, because we have a lot of spiritual intervention here. And it's like there has been, I can almost see people pushing for this to happen. This person may have started to do their own work, but I think once they've accepted their greater journey, Spirit's just gone, yeah, you need to understand this. So there you go. So if you're waiting on someone to come forward, or you're waiting for someone to return, whatever the journey is for you, you've got someone coming in now who's realised their greater journey, their greater purpose in life. They've realised they are the magician and that they do have the power to make things happen here. Okay, so we have the card of the hummingbird coming out here. I have my own story about hummingbirds. And I saw one when I was in America, in the States, when I was there quite a few years ago, and I'd never seen one before. That we don't have them here, and I'd never seen one. And we'd gone to the zoo, and the zoo had the hummingbird enclosure closed down in Singapore, and I was so disappointed. So was my daughter. She wanted to see one too, and we were so devastated that they'd closed the enclosure down. So Spirit was absolutely beautiful. We were walking through San Francisco, and there was this something that drew my eye around the corner, and right in front of both of us was a hummingbird just sitting there, buzzing, sitting there, but in the air, right in front of us, just sitting there. And it was just such an amazing experience because we'd missed out. So I just think that's absolutely beautiful. So despite being so little, hummingbirds are great journeyers, migrating between North and Central or South America to feed from the summer nectar. This gentle creature can be fiercely territorial to protect its home. Hummingbird teaches us to be gentle to ourselves and protect our personal space. Hummingbird invites you to embark on your epic quest, bypass the dung pile of old pains and hurts, head for the flowers and learn to trust the calling you hear ever so slowly. The buzzing you feel is the sound of your hummingbird wings preparing you to say yes to a new adventure. This is not the time to linger on what has gone wrong, but to trust the rightness of the moment and take bold action. Trust that success is assured even if you must face tests and challenges to reach your destination. Know that all will be well because the all is in the small. How beautiful. This is about trusting your inner knowing, about understanding that even though something may seem very small, then in the greater scheme of things, it's much larger than what you think it is. Have a wonderful day.